Right, how y'all doing? It's night time. I've done a fair bit today. Flat out gonna be honest with you though. Couldn't be hanged. So I'm gonna give you a rundown because I'll show you why I've not vlogged much of anything today, but started off pretty simple, getting the kids ready for school. Opened up with a complaint. Noodle's keyboard stopped working. He's got his computer up in his room now. His keyboard decided it had enough, and it was coming up with the old USB device not recognised thing. I thought it might have been some of the other devices plugged into his computer, maybe look, there's a fat dongle plugged in too close to another thing that was wiggling it loose or whatever. That may have been the case, but it was the connector was jank. So I could have just snipped it and resoldered it, but I thought, you know what, sod it. We'll give him a new keyboard to fix the problem. So he has now got my Cooler Master Quickfire Rapid. It's old, but it does the job. So that's groovy. He's going to have a collection of broken keyboards at some point. So did that. The plan to get everything done yesterday to avoid future meltdowns was a bit of a bust too. Big man was not happy today at all. He was on a go slow all morning and had a massive whine this morning about where his computer downstairs had been moved from where it was in front of the window to, well, the left of where it was. We gave him valid reasons for it. He still wasn't happy with it. I mean, basically, I tried to explain to him that, like, you know, things change. There's nothing you can do about it. There are so many things that are changing around the world every day that you can't do anything about. They will change whether you want them to or not. You know, shops open and close, people move houses, just all kinds of stuff. There's not really a whole lot you can do. You just have to... I don't want to mollycoddle him. So I'll admit I was a bit strict this morning. You know, I was like, just trying to explain to him, like, you know, are you going to complain? Like, you never used to complain when you were a kid. Are you going to complain if, like, I just randomly put a tree in the middle of the playground? And he's like, what are you talking about? That makes no sense. We're talking change here, mate. Would you cry if I put a tree in the middle of the playground? Because you didn't complain when they put all the playground equipment in. You know what I mean? He argues with me and says yes, but... oh, gravy. However, they had good days in school. I went into town to pick up my glasses, regulars, and sun. Yes, I look like a fucking idiot, but that's fine. And then we went to pick up some boxes from Homebase. That leads on to why I couldn't really give a toss about today. But the other highlight of my day has been that I got to speak to Sabre for a bit. And I've come up with another stupid idea of gig rig under £200. And, you know, can you buy a guitar, an amp, and some pedals, you know, little bits and bobs like cables, picks and all that for under £200? The answer is yes, but figured we'd do it for a laugh. You know, just a little bit of whatever. Zebra said that, you know, it's already going to be a thing because of Ola England's Will It Chug series. Like, you know, buying cheap stuff, all lower end gear. Can you get it to chug? The answer is usually yes, but just something for us to do. But yeah, we had a bit of a chat. I was talking to Zebra about, like, what's been going on the last couple of weeks, why I've been so cryptic and stuff like that. And basically, in the grand scheme, if you want to know why I'm so cryptic, it's because there's a lot of stuff I just can't really talk about. Some people around here do know, but I don't like airing other people's dirty laundry out, you know. It's not my job, so... You know, if it's me and Inky, I expect Inky to be sat there with me. If there's someone else, like my cousin, I expect my cousin to be sat there with me, and that's just not a thing. So I'll be awfully vague and then do an additional later, kind of thing. Now, mess. Hi, Nanny.
Hi.
this is a perfect example of what every single room in the house, with the exception of William's room, no, Theo's room. Theo's room is the only room not like this today. Here is the games room, and it's chaos. We've actually taken out, so all the Vinky stuff from downstairs has come from downstairs and is now up here. It's all in the wardrobe. This stuff is just, this is all just misc stuff that we haven't found a home for yet. Behind there you'll see that the game shelf has had a lot of stuff pulled off of it. That's now downstairs. But we've got to the point now where we need to stop for the day to get everything organised. Because this stuff has been all over the house. You know, we've had it in the front room downstairs, middle room downstairs, up here in William's room. It's been a mess. This is why I've not done anything vloggy really today. I hope to have all this cleaned up tomorrow. It's going to have to all be cleaned up before Wednesday because me and Ram are going to Mount Massive Asylum to finish off what's it called, and some of the equipment that we need for that is actually buried under here. So that was groovy. Oh, actually, I completely forgot to mention something. Noodle has a rug. It is, well, it's not like grass, but it looks like grass. Be that grass or weed, whichever, but it's grassy. That wasn't the thing I was getting at, but it kind of relates to grass. In the bag, there's two rando purchases made today. St. John's used to relieve the symptoms of slightly low mood and mild anxiety based on traditional use only. Yeah, slightly low mood. It's a bit of a long shot here. Now, the reason we got this was because we popped into, as I just said, Holland and Barrett, and that is mainly because I was talking to Jet. Well, a few of our friends have recommended I try CBD oil or CBD anything, which is a cannabinoid extract. Which is used to treat all kinds of things, depression, anxiety, sleeplessness, something like joints, all kinds of stuff. One of Mum's friends spoke to us about it a long time ago, didn't he? Because he has suffered no end for years with all kinds of stuff. Like his back has been shot to hell and all that, and he was recommending I try this, or at least, and a couple of my mates are just like, Skaz, man, just fucking like smoke a joint, dude. It's like, yeah, no. Like, I have no interest in smoking, and Jet basically said the other day, I guess, because like I didn't get any context from Jet as to why he mentioned the CBD. I guess it's because of like the whole depression, anxiety thing. But yeah, so he said that they had some of it in Holland and Barrett. I was walking past Holland and Barrett today when I went to get my glasses. So we picked up some of this and some of St. John's. So that'll be worth a shot. You've never had CBD directly, have you? Or so.
Sort of.
Well, for sure, I get that, but you know what I mean? Like, you've never had it just as an extract rather than, you know, when you're rocking the ganj. Well, I did say to people upstairs, I was like, the thing that I want to talk about is, like, it relates to Noodle's carpet. Noodle's carpet looks a bit like grass. Grass extract.
I don't know.
But, you know, so, I don't know how I feel to the stuff, to be honest with you, but I'll give it a crack and report back. I'm not really a huge fan of putting really extract of anything into my body at all. Like, I'd rather suffer I don't like painkillers or...
Just you'll suffer more and then you'll die too.
Yeah, that's it. That's the groove. So, you know... Oh, and me and Inky have just been playing Dauntless. I've just finally, I think... I might not have done actually, renewed my Founders Pack. For Dauntless. And the game that I paid for my Founders Pack ages ago. But it's basically Monster Hunter. 3D said to me, is it like what Paladins is to Overwatch? So Paladins is like a knockoff of Overwatch. This is a knockoff to Monster Hunter, effectively. It's pretty neat. It works. It's fun. And you can now play it cross-play on like PC, Xbox, PlayStation 4, all kinds of stuff. So 3D's now getting it on his Switch. So yeah, I'll report back on that stuff. To be fair, I don't know what to think about it. It's just folks have been mentioning it, folks have been recommending it, and we'll see if it actually helps me get any sleep. Or I doubt it's going to up my mood any. I'm coming at this from a completely a negative point of view. Even though everyone is saying like, "Oh, it's done wonders for me." We'll see. I'm never really that lucky for a miracle cure to pop out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Also, just as another random note, this is a random note as I close the vlog, or just an extra. Kitty thinks I'm really looking forward to the games room being rebuilt downstairs so that they can all stream again. And random note, turns out that mine and Inky's path has crossed. Me and Inky have had a path that has crossed quite a few times from around, what, you were 14, I was 16?
Yeah.
When we met outside the prison.
Yeah.
Correctly high. I've told this story tons of times. Like, I'll be down the road, Nikki and her friends will be at a house party. My brother will go out to a gig and meet a load of Inky's friends. Turns out our paths crossed again in about 2006, where someone I knew in university, I don't know if the story was that he left university, but like he would regularly attend UEA or would be on the UEA campus, and then just out of nowhere, poof, disappeared. And it's like, alright, and then a couple of years later, I saw him at a gig, which apparently you were supposed to go to.
Yeah.
I've told this story before, how I would have potentially met Inky at this gig. Yeah, turns out you might have met the chap that I was hanging out with at that gig.
Same time you did.
Yeah, well, I'd have met him a bit before you, because you said you met him at the art college, and he went to the art college after. Yeah, because that's where he disappeared to. Because I was like, where the fuck did you go? And he's like, oh mate, I went to art college or art school or something like that. I was like, what the fuck? Because at that time I weren't entirely clued up about what was going on in Norwich. You know, so the fact that there was an art college in Norwich, I was like, art college? What? What the fuck is that? So, the ever-crossing paths. And now, unfortunately for Inky, or at least nearly 12 years ago, our paths proper crashed, and we had a Titanic moment.
And we decided to get on the ship and sink together.
Yeah, that's it. The last 12 years have been chaotic and I don't know. Sorry, the Titanic thing didn't work. Didn't work. I thought it was not horrific. What the fuck was the word I was looking for?
A car crash?
No! We can't have a car crash with a boat. I mean, if you could, that'd be fucking hilarious. Could you imagine that? The Titanic just cutting across someone's road?
Well, I just thought trebuchet, but car.
Trebuchet? Over it go. No, what the fuck is it?
Oh,
Historic?
Dover! Whee!
Fucking historic, epic, monumental. Fuck, I don't know. It's fucking. Me and Inky met, and it was comparable to the Titanic, in that it was a fucking an amazingly hardcore it was a hardcore once in a lifetime, like what she said, life changing event. And then the rest of you got fucked over when I started making the daily vlogs, so unlucky. But I'm now going to head off. And then I'm going to throw myself into bed because I'm tired. We've still got battery. Yes. Just had to check. I had to check because it's on 1 bar. You're on 1 bar, so I've got to remember to charge the batteries unlike the last few times. But yeah, the kids have had good nights. Upstairs playing in Noodle's bed, weren't they? Playing Human Fall Flat on Noodle's Switch. It's funny because they're like 6 foot off the ground and they're hanging off the edge, and every time I hear a thud from upstairs now I'm like, oh,
the kids.
That's one of the kids gone. Oh dear. Yeah. Fun times. And now we've got to have... Seriously, we've now all got to set up a gig rig for under 200 quid. Get a Harley Benton bass, Harley Benton amplifier, or a Vox amplifier. Right, so that'll be about 120 quid, or 140 quid. You know? And then you've got all that extra cash to buy cables, picks, and Behringer pedals. I mean, you can buy a Behringer tuner for 20. You know, a distortion pedal for whatever. You know, it's a little harder if you're playing on 6-string, but unless you buy like a Strat knockoff, but you could do it. Gig rig, 200 quid, game on. See you tomorrow.